What's going on, everybody? Y'all about to swing with still swinging, and y'all know how this go. All right, we got my girl Kendra G up, and I'm your host Thomas. All right, listen. This young lady came to Kendra G looking for love. Family, you know I ain't get into it much. Only thing far as I got, she 36 years old with 4 kids and been divorced twice. I cut it at that. We on.
Sean, you ready?
Hi,
Hi, are you ready, boo?
I'm ready.
Is your name Sean? Where are you calling me from?
San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio, Texas. How old are you?
36.
36. What you do for a living?
I'm a consultant and I'm a student.
Consultant and a student. Do you have any kids?
I have 4.
How old are your 4? I would never think you would. I would have never thought you have 4 kids.
I do. My oldest son just graduated high school this week.
Okay.
So,
How old are your 4 kids?
my oldest is 18. And then I have a 14-year-old, 13-year-old, and 6 years old.
Are they all by the same man?
No, I was married twice. 3 is from my first marriage, and my youngest is from my second marriage.
Okay. And when did you get divorced last?
2019.
Okay. And
Fair use, family. Fair use.
you're in San Antonio, Texas. What's your zodiac sign?
Gemini, May 26.
Okay. So we got Shaw, San Antonio, Texas, 36, Gemini. She has mom of 4 kids by 2 men, was married twice. So you were married both of your children's dads.
Yes.
Okay. And she's a consultant and a student?
Yes, I'm in graduate school.
First assessment, she not bad looking, but she not hot. All right. She 36 years old with 4 kids, been divorced twice. I don't see many men really caring what her zodiac sign is.
School right now.
Okay, you got beautiful skin. Let's get into this.
Thank
What
you.
kind of man you looking for, honey?
I'm looking for a man who's stable, who's happy, and who is ambitious.
Okay. What are your deal breakers?
If he has children and he's never married, the baby mom, that's a deal breaker for me. And if he can't afford to live the life that I can live.
If he can't afford, ooh. So what amount of money would it take to afford the life that you live?
He has to make at least 150K.
Okay. He has to make at least 150K. Okay. Ooh, Shaw. You know that's big money, Shaw.
Not necessarily.
She want more than everybody else. She want the top tier men. Okay. She got 4 kids. She been divorced twice. She 36 years old. And she demand the top tier. I bet you her baby daddies wasn't none of this. All right, not 100. She want 150.
Woo! Let it be known. Okay. So you got to make at least 150K. So just for clarification, if you made $80,000, don't DM you.
No.
The ladies tonight ain't biting their tongue. They being direct. I don't know if this something in the water, child. Because the women coming on my show, clear, ain't stuttering.
We have woken up. So I think it's important. I think for a long time, women have just accepted what they felt like they could get. And many of them could have gotten more had they actually been. It's like, back in the day when they said, if people knew that they were slaves, a lot more of them could have been freed. Black women have woken up at this point. We know that we can do better than what we've done.
No, you can't. Let me tell you something, baby girl. When you got your husbands, they was the best you could do. You couldn't have done better. It's not like you had better options available to you and you chose the lowest one. No, this was the option that was available to you. The best option that was available to you. And that's the one you took. You just decided in your mind after watching the internet for some time that you could do better. All right. Not that your life told you this, but that this just what you told yourself.
Done in our past. And so that's what we're going for.
So I'm assuming both of your ex-husbands made 150K or more.
No, neither of them did. I married young. So I
What I tell you, who care? Don't nobody care what your excuse is. We know what the reason is. They was the best you could do. All right. You ain't gonna do better than them. Now, you gonna do worse than they was. Trust me.
okay, I married at 19 or 20. And we met in college, and neither of us at the time had money. We were young. I had 3 kids. Well, I became a mom to 3 kids in 1 year. My oldest son, I adopted him, and then I gave birth to my 2 biological kids next in line. And so, no, he didn't have a lot of money at the time. Now he does very well for himself. He's older, and I'm not looking to date someone who's in their young 20s. So I would expect that any man who reaches out to me, he has also done well for himself at this age.
Okay, Shaw, this is gonna be sis.
Family, she been in the gym for a few years and she thinks she hot. She thinks she hot. She not bad. All right. She not bad. She not hot. If she was to act like she could have some sense, she had some sense and get up here and talk like she really looking for a man, she probably would get one. But she want to come up here with this nonsense. All right. And listen, we men, we know you not getting this. We don't care what women told you. You don't cost more now. You cost less.
Let you respond to it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I know they're gonna say, you were married to 2 men, had children by 2 men who didn't make 150K, and now you're a mom of 4. Granted, they're not that young. Your kids are 18, 14, 13, and 6. Now you're a mom of 4, and you want the next man to, I guess, in so many ways, make more income than the men you were married to and had children by. So what's your response to that?
Well, it would be foolish for anyone to have the same standard they had at 18 years old when they're 36. I don't know. That's kind of a nonsensical question for the people who would ask that.
Oh, they're gonna say it. Absolutely.
It's not a nonsensical question. All right. You just don't like the answer you gotta give. All right. That's what's nonsense. All right. What make it nonsense is you don't like to have to reply to nothing like that, because the answer to it don't make you sound too good. All right. So you think this gaslighting tactic might work for you, baby girl? It ain't. Let me explain something to you. You're bringing 5 people with you. 5 people. And all you got to tell a man why he need to make that is because you make that, which I know you don't. You're just a consultant and a student. If you're making $150,000 a year, you're probably not a student. You're a student because you ain't making much money and you're trying to do better. All right, baby girl, you ain't making no money. You're getting on here capping because you think that make you hotter. That ain't gonna make you hotter than men because you said you make $150,000. And that ain't gonna make men try to meet that expectation so they could get you. You're 36 years old. You got 5 people with you. We want to know what you got to offset that you bring 5 people with you. We need to know what you bringing that balance that out in any way, shape, form, or fashion. What do you have that I shouldn't have no problem with you bringing 5 people? I'm waiting.
This is going to be said. This is why I wanted you to respond to it.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Like, why would I go for this? Why would I have the same standards when I'm 18 as I would have when I'm 36?
Let me speak from, I guess, that mindset. And that mindset, when I read the comments, and I've been doing the show for 4 years, basically a man that makes 150K, do you want to get married again?
I would like to.
Okay, so it would be a man that would have to accept you and your 4 children, essentially.
Yeah.
So the method, the mindset is
Just yeah. So, family, you know, off the top, she would never appreciate the man who did that because she don't think it's no thing. She think you shouldn't have a problem with paying for 5 people who ain't your responsibility. She don't think you should have a problem with her bringing 5 people. What you think she got? What do she think she got? I need to hear this. Except she make that too.
why would a man who makes 150K, potentially marry a woman that has 4 kids and her baby daddies or her ex-husband, because you were actually married, they didn't even make that requirement. So why, as a man that I have it, should I align myself with that? That's what I see in the comment section.
I understand 2 things. One, why would the man compare himself to someone that I chose when I was very young?
Simple. Because I'm rich or I'm paid. And now, all right, since the cute dudes can't take care of their kids, you think you could just step back out here and get a paid dude to come and take care of their kids? Right? You think you could just step out here and decide, listen, I want a paid dude now. That's why you on the Kendra G show, because they ain't paying you no mind. All right, and that's going to continue to happen.
That doesn't make sense because they're not his competition. And 2, why wouldn't that man want me? Why wouldn't he want me? Look, let me speed this up. This is
let me do the Kendra Cam now. Wait, move back a little bit. So she said, why wouldn't a man want?
I'm fit, I'm gorgeous, I'm intelligent.
It's not bad, baby girl. It's not bad at all. But you got 5 people with you. It ain't nothing like that. It ain't nothing like that. It gotta be a dream. That ain't no dream. That's all right. You feel me? Maybe you think we ain't never seen better than that. You lost your mind.
I attend Harvard University. I'm very successful in my own right, especially because I have 4 children. And I'm also not looking for a man who doesn't have children. I would prefer that the man has already been married at least once. It would be great if he has a small child because my youngest daughter is 6 and she's kind of like, even though she's not a single child, my oldest son goes off to Howard in the fall. My youngest son is at one of the top junior college preparatory boarding schools in America. So he doesn't live with me.
Baby girl, listen, I think you will have a serious shot at what you want if you could come back 20 years ago. You can't come back 20 years ago, you tripping.
My other daughter, she's going to be headed off soon. So it's really just my baby girl who's with me. I would love if I could meet a man who also has a small child that I can be a mother to as well.
I was going to ask that question. So there's not an expectation that this man has to financially provide for your children?
I provide for my children.
But I guess what I'm saying is, if you got married, is there expectation for him to financially provide for your children in any way?
There would be an expectation for him to provide for the household, as I also provide for my household.
Okay. You got some paid questions, girl.
You got 5 people with you. And we all know you ain't trying to provide much to that household. She tripping.
You know you got some paid questions, girl.
Let's get it going.
Now, for just move a little bit. You're so close to the middle. Go. There we go. Perfect.
Okay, sorry.
All right. Get It Done said, Kendra, ask her what her requirements would have been hadn't she married twice with 4 kids.
I would have looked for a man who didn't have children and probably who had not married yet. I think for me, this is just my opinion, I believe that people who don't have children already and people who have never been married, they should mate together. so that you can have a lot of those first experiences with someone else who's also going, having those first experiences. But I've had that. I've been there, done that. I've been married twice. I have my children.
I see you brought a lot of theory with you, and this order of the way things go. Let me tell you what happened with that, all those theories and stuff. This thing called life. This thing called life. And this thing called the way it is. What I'm telling you is, it don't matter that you don't like the way men feel about your situation. That's the way it is. You don't have nothing, baby girl, to offset the fact that you got 5 people showing up with you. You and 4 kids. That's too damn much.
I don't want any more biological children. So I prefer a man who's looking for a ready-made family. I would like for him to already have a family so that we can come together and, make shit shake.
Woo, make shit shake.
Listen, bro, she couldn't have got up here and just said, look, I'm looking for a man to come and spend his money taking care of me any better than she's saying.
All right. Ma said, I'm sure as a consultant, she makes around 150K. So if that's what she's asking for, I ain't mad at it. So she's on your side.
That's why she keep jumping up here talking this stuff. The ghetto get in her comments, and women can't give it to her, is what she not getting. Women can't give this stuff to her. Only thing they can do is make her feel better. All right, they can make her feel better about this ridiculousness that's coming out of her mouth. But see, when we as men talk, we bring them back to reality, so they don't like to listen to us. All right, we gotta live this thing called life, real life. We can't walk around in the days like this. All right, she dreaming, fellas. She too old to grow up. I'm telling you, that's it.
And then Lord of Leon said, with that in mind, fellas, never settle. These women raise their standards, raise yours. And settling for us looks different for women. Shout out to Kendra, you look amazing. Thank you, Lord of Leon.
You feel me? Because anywhere in the world, a man making $150,000 to any man, if he chose you, he would have settled. He know damn well he would have settled. Because making $150,000, he know he can have whatever he want. And your situation, baby girl, is not ideal. Nowhere you land on the planet with no man.
Leon, okay.
I mean, when first of all, that doesn't make sense. Men have never settled.
Why do you say that?
That's what they believe. She believe if it's her, you can't settle for her. Oh yes, the hell you can. Oh yes, the hell you can. Any man making $50,000 and came and decided he would mess with you, just settle.
They don't settle. They go for, and this is the problem, because there could be a man who didn't deserve an awesome, I'm not going to curse, an awesome woman. And
no, he had to go and earn that. He had to go and earn that. He didn't get that because he was born and been to the gym for a couple years. That's not how he got that. He had to earn that. That's the difference.
But that awesome woman gives him a chance. And now he feels like, oh, well, these are the type of women that I can get because I've gotten one of these. And they just shoot higher and higher and higher. Men, especially.
In case you don't know, baby girl, that's how we go. The better we do, the next level women we want. Until we get the highest level women we can get. See, we outgrow you. We outgrow Kendra. You gotta be that woman we grow into, not that woman we grow out of. You get up here talking like this. Don't no men want to listen to this.
Black men, they're born with audacity. And so I'm not really sure where this whole narrative comes from, that men have been settling in the past and now they need to raise their standards. Your standards have already been higher than what you've even, deserved all this time. So humble yourself, King.
And she's supposed to be looking for a man. And she think you would find this attractive. No, she thinks she's stunting for women. It ain't no way she think you will find any of this boss chick stuff attractive. she thinks she gonna come and run stuff. All right, she think you one of them 4 children.
Humble yourself, King.
Or one of her ex-baby daddies. You know, one of them dudes that never have a job. He just cute.
Esther said, "Hi Kendra, I watch."
Now she ain't going for you being just cute no more. She gonna need you to be paid. Her and her 4 kids.
All the time, love it. I wonder, do these women know the type of job or the amount of person has to make per hour in order to make 100K? So I hear this a lot. They want to know. I mean, you said you went to Harvard, or you going to Harvard?
I'm a Harvard graduate student right now.
Okay, you're a Harvard graduate student. So I'm assuming you know of men in these salary ranges.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the question is, and this is a question a lot. They want to know: do women think?
She think saying that make her more attractive. She do. She really believe that. I don't care how much she tell you she don't believe that. She believe that. It make her maybe impressive to women. That ain't gonna do nothing for men. And any men that do that for gonna be like one of your husbands, one of them dudes who ain't got no job. He needs you to be making that.
Men who actually, or do they even know the professions of men that make 100K or more? But if you went to Harvard, my assumption is you know plenty.
Most people date within their social circle. So if you have to really try to find, if it's really difficult for you to find a man who makes over 6 figures, change your circle. You know, same thing for me. Like, I don't have a lot of men that I'm around right now who are just, 7-figure, or 8-figure men. I want to elevate my circle. So as far as 150K is really low for the men that I'm around. And so, yeah, it's not difficult to find those men for me.
So
see, you around all of these men and you on the Kendra G show, which means they see you and they see you been in the gym and all of that. That don't tell you nothing. Women don't let their lives tell them nothing. Okay, they don't care what their life told them. It's all about what they told themselves and what that girl said when she was saying something that sound good and didn't make no damn sense.
Okay, so the men that you're around, you don't want to date any of them?
Oh no, I'm open to it. I just my last relationship was in December. Okay. And so I'm in therapy. I'm still in therapy, and I'm probably going to be in therapy for the next 5 years. It's really good, to just be able to talk things out and not give so much.
She full of it. You see, now she got a big story because Kendra just put her on the spot, and she wasn't really here for that. All right, now she on the spot. Now she tap dancing.
Not put so much of your baggage on your friends and your families. And so now I said, during the summertime, I'm going to get back out there and I'm going to start dating again. So this is what I'm doing.
Okay, and I'm listening intently. So although you're around the 6-figure man, you said that you want to elevate. So you really want a man in the 7, 8-figure range.
Yes, because I'm going to be there.
Ooh, don't play with Shaw, honey. Child, I don't even know these questions. We done got 10.
Maybe you think a man gonna come and try to meet that because you said this, because you cap it. Even if you was telling the truth, that ain't gonna make a man do nothing. That ain't gonna make a man do nothing special for you. And if you really get ready to do all that and go and do all that, why he need so much? Why he need so much stuff? Because you ain't about to do nothing. You getting up here capping. You ain't doing enough much, and you ain't gonna be doing much. You're gonna be capping and upset with men because both of your ex-husbands, you feel like they was losers.
Y'all tonight, I'm confused in my own damn way. Oh, there's someone wants me to say this. Thomas B said, "Trust me, the slaves knew that they were enslaved. For you to repeat that nonsense near Juneteenth is ignorant." So I guess the analogy you made about Black women not realizing that they were a slave because of the men they were choosing. I think
she make a stupid analogy about any question that make her take some accountability.
I think it's response to that statement.
Well, I think that person, Thomas B, doesn't understand history, and that's okay. Not everyone likes to read, so I'll stop there.
All right. What was my last question that I asked you, child? I'm supposed to be out here hosting the show. Oh, I don't even remember my damn questions, child. You done did the Kendra Cam. We done did the Kendra Cam right away to let y'all know what it is.
I'm sorry.
No, I think did I ask you your deal? Did I ask you your deal breakers? I don't think we got to the.
Yes, because I said my deal breaker would be a man who can't afford to live the lifestyle.
Okay, so we're still kind of early. Should the guy look a certain way?
I would like for him to be, 5'9". I have dated mostly Black men in my past. I'm open to any race. That's pretty, and he has to just be attractive. And if you're an attractive person, if you go out and you get looks all the time, you're an attractive person. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't have certain features or anything like that.
Okay. Now, should he make a certain amount of money? We already got there. We already did that. And shit, we did the Kendra Cam too. You want to do it again? Let's ask for this time. You want time for the Kendra Cam? Let's get up round 2. You do look good, girl. We can tell you keep it together. Okay. You look good. When was your last relationship?
Even in round 2 of it, you ain't got nothing to offset 4 kids. You ain't got nothing at all to offset being a mother of 4 with you. You look nice. Listen, that look nice. All right, but maybe you think I ain't seen better.
It ended in December of last year.
Okay.
And they ain't got no 4 kids.
Okay. You don't have to answer, but I'm gonna ask. When's the last time you was intimate with someone?
December of last year.
Okay. Are you waiting for a relationship?
That's the goal.
Okay.
Yes.
3 flaws you have to work on.
I work too much. And what I've learned now is that the more money people make, the less they actually work. And so I'm trying to get to that point so that I don't have to work so much, because it can take away from, especially building a new relationship and nurturing a new relationship. I don't have a lot of time for it right now. So I'm trying to, I've made some space in my life where I can not work as much.
Okay.
I also, go ahead.
Okay, you go ahead.
And I also, I don't shy away from confrontation. So I would need a man who doesn't buckle.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right, and why would?
And she need a man who ready to do what men ain't trying. Yo, the baby girl, let me introduce you to something that you might not really understand. See, when we in our 20s and our 30s, we'll argue back and forth with you for 6, 7, 8, 9, 2 years. All right? Your man gonna be in their 40s and in their 50s. He ain't gonna do that with you for 5 minutes. He don't want that. Trust me, he had enough of that in his past that when he hear you, he heard you before. He know he don't want that. Fella, she telling you she wants you to be arguing with her about everything. She think she need to be trying to run you, and you need to be trying to have a power struggle with her about everything. She think you looking for a boss. Bosses attract workers. Bosses don't attract bosses.
You gotta be lucky to be with you.
Well, I'll say this: no matter how any of my relationships, no matter how much or how bad any of my relationships have ended, whether it is like a good term or a bad term, they have always walked away better people. Their finances have increased significantly. They have become more educated. Their lives look incredibly better than it did before I entered their lives. That's what I have to offer a man.
Nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing. She just said nothing. And this woman right here just hooped and hollered for her. No, she ain't say nothing. She didn't say nothing. You ain't gonna get nothing, fellas. Basically, you ain't gonna get nothing for being that hell of a dude she needs you to be. For going out here and earning your way to be that hellified dude she just described to you. You're gonna get her enough 4 kids. That's what you're gonna get. Nothing. Nothing, all downside, no upside. She can't tell you nothing. She could just show you a body. Bro, that if you rolling like that, that's gonna be the standard anyway. Trust me. Trust me. You ain't even talking to her if she ain't like that. When you rolling, that's how it is.
Shaw, we got some more questions. You ready for them?
Let's get it.
Okay, let's get it. This man spent $20. Let me just go to him because he spent $20. Aggie Foot Fan 87 said a single man who makes 150K is a 0.8% to 1.9% man. A man like that has better options than a 35 plus 4 times single man. You are still single.
Bro, I know exactly what you're saying. She'll never believe that. She don't believe a woman could be better than her. She think you shouldn't judge her. She don't think you should judge her against no woman hotter than her or in a better situation than her. If she hotter than that woman or in a better situation than that woman, then she don't have no problem with you judging. But no.
No, why are you still single?
Again, I just left a relationship in December. And the only people who start quoting those statistics are people who don't actually make that amount of money. So I don't really need anyone who.
See, whenever you ask her for some accountability, she want to gaslight you with this boss chick stuff. Ain't gonna work, baby girl, and it damn sure ain't gonna get you this dude. All right, just keep talking. Make sure you never get you. She ain't got a clue.
Has to count their pennies in their bank account to try to tell me what a man who makes over 150K a year desires, because I don't have a problem getting the type of men that I'm interested in dating or maybe.
That's why you on the Kendra G show. You on the Kendra G show talking to that guy because that's the guy that never talked to you. You think he would be attracted to this. You never met him before, so you think he would be attracted to this. Baby girl, he wouldn't be attracted to this. Wouldn't nobody be attracted to this. You just made a fool out of yourself.
With or marrying. So
if y'all ain't learned tonight, y'all keep typing and paying for questions if you want to. But if y'all ain't know tonight, every cousin that came on this show tonight, they ready to read you down to the ground. So just know you can say what you want, but
they can say what they want, but it doesn't matter.
She already said that she's not backing down. Okay, Miss Blessed Tish said the economy back then was not like it is now, so your standards are on point. Don't settle. She's saying don't settle. Okay. As a woman in the
no, she wouldn't be settling. She wouldn't be settling at all. Because any man who working hard for his money would be settling for her.
250,000 range. I understand. Okay. Jasmine said, this is a man, said, Kendra, ask her, does she understand the sacrifices a man has to make to get to 150K to 200K range?
Let me say something really quickly. So, like I said earlier, my youngest son will be attending a college preparatory boarding school in the fall. And going through that process has really taught me a lot about life. The path that we believe it takes to get to 100.
Big story. All right. You make $150,000 a year, bro, you do something special. Trust me. Because most men don't even make half of that.
50K or 200K is not necessarily the path that most of the people who ends up in their price range, like for their annual income, they don't take that same path. It's like you don't know what you know until you know it. And so a lot of these people have not struggled and, had to, labor laboriously and do all of these things to get, to their price range. They took a certain path that unfortunately many Black people are not privy to. But when you become privy to that path, you realize that it's not as difficult as you may assume that it is. And so when men get that,
Dreaming, fellas, big stories. The stories they tell themselves, and they too old to grow up. She too old to grow up. She rather sit up here lying. Talking about she don't have no problem getting these men, but she on the Kendra G show. Looking for them. These the men that never talk to her. She thinks she need to get up here and boss up. This, that, because she never talked to these men, she don't know that they wouldn't like this at all. They wouldn't like this one bit. She don't know that they really believe she made a fool of herself, and it ain't no way they would go anywhere near her. She thinks she making a good showing of herself. She thinks she letting us know something.
that amount of money and they're around women like me, they're not saying, oh my gosh, you have 4 kids. I'd sacrifice all of this. And now I don't want to, marry a woman like you with all these kids. They're like, how the fuck did you make this much money and do it with 4 kids? Because there's no way I could have done it. And they literally see me as a prize and they see me as an anomaly because I actually went down the path that most.
They see you as so much of that don't none of them want you. Girl, you dreaming.
The people on this show probably thinks that it takes to get there. So I understand the question, but that's just not the case for a lot of the people in America who are in the 150 to 200K range and above, especially when they're not Black. And I'm not just, I'm open to dating non-Black men as well.
Okay.
How much you want to bet she make about 40, 50? 50 with a bunch of overtime and stuff. How much you want to bet, fellas? She probably make about 50. She capping hard, but it wouldn't matter even if she did. It wouldn't change a thing.
Okay. So all races or just non-Black men and maybe one race?
All races.
All races. So I will say this to that because it seems like you have the circle, and I said this before. Granted, you are in the world of the men that you're describing, according to what you're telling me. But I always tell women, if they are in those worlds, you should be considering those men are options because you have the first, that is your first pool. So I think I asked this earlier, but it seems like you're surrounded by all these great men. So then one will say, why call me?
My ex-partner is also in my same social circle. Okay. And so, yeah, I've just been taking my time. Again, I'm newly single. So it's not like I've been around these men for 3, 4, 5 years and no one wanted me or that I didn't want them either. It's that I'm newly single. My ex-partner is in my same social circle. And so, I'm just casting my net a little bit wider.
Okay. Ties.
She had to start, fellas. She had to say something. You sound goofy.
Says she's very beautiful, gorgeous skin. I can definitely see her attracting that man.
Thank you.
Okay. Nene once said 4, 5, 10 kids. She looks good, intelligent, successful. She has my vote.
That's funny.
Listen, see the ghetto in the comments. These women egg this foolishness on. You feel me? So she won't stop. She really thinks she putting on the show for men. She don't realize these women talking to her. And the men never got nothing good to say to her.
I was gonna have, I think I read them all. Thomas B said this is the bitter, combative, and sassy episode.
Well, learn your place.
All right.
She got on here and this what this was about. She needed to put this show on for the ladies because we know good and well she can't possibly believe that show would get her a man. She thinks she just told us. That's what she believed. All right. She believes she just let us know our place. Yeah, the hell away from you.
I think after this one, I'm going to stop. Demetrius James said, this woman is attractive physically, but extremely immature mentally. Men settle, especially in Western marriage.
Family, He just said a mouthful. All right. She attractive. She a nice looking woman. All right. All right. She ain't like that, but she attractive. All right. Ain't taking that from her. Her situation, no. A hard no. No.
Just always have, always will.
Well, if men settle and you're a man, then continue settling if that's your perspective. I can't change that, and I'm not here to change it. I'm here looking for.
Yeah, men settle. And for me to come and deal with you, honestly, baby girl, I definitely would feel that way. You know, and I don't know you and you don't know me, and I'm not saying that would be the case ever. I'm just saying no way.
Or yeah, looking for a man who understands my perspective, who agrees with my perspective. So the things that we're discussing on this show is not going to be a matter of contention or a point of contention in my relationship. They already understand.
Family, don't get it twisted. There's some dudes out here that'll go for this from her. Yeah, yeah. She ain't gonna like the way he look. All right. He probably ain't gonna be making that kind. No, never mind. No, forget that.
And the same with that, I already understand. The bonus is if they have a child who's around the same age as my youngest child, that would be great.
Okay. All right, so listen, you held it down. All the women held it down tonight, y'all. They wasn't playing with you. So a couple things.
Bro, she could get us something reasonable, but she don't want to be reasonable. She need to be unreasonable. I told you if she cute, she thinks she hot. If she hot, she thinks she smoking. You know what I mean? Like, fellas, they think it's only levels for us. You feel me? And we gotta keep putting up with this because, as you see, the ghetto in our comments. She come in here and stuff for women and turn men off, then go and complain. You know what I'm saying? Because she don't know that it don't take much to be nice. You know what I'm saying? And that's what men want. She think they think that they should keep giving us more of the stuff we keep telling them we don't want. You know what I'm saying? They think eventually they gonna force us to take this nonsense.